direct connecting high-power devices. This switch has ports that deliver up to 90 watts each. Hi tech lovers! Welcome back to Fast Cabling. Today we're looking at a massive manufacturing site that had a huge problem. They need to deploy PTZ camera, Wi-Fi access point, and outdoor intercom system across the entire area. We need to power all of this, but there's no AC power to hook up to. Most of this installation point had zero nearby power outlets. So the obvious solution, running new AC lines. But that means electricians for every change, creating new failure points. Moisture, grounding issues, wear and tear. Power became the weakest link in their entire network. So they turned to power over Ethernet, PoE, all endpoints powered from one central system. Sound perfect, right? Except it wasn't, because their devices were already PoE powered, but they started glitching. The cameras would stutter, the access points dropped packets, controllers reboot silently. It didn't look like a power failure because the devices never fully shut off. They just misbehaved. And here's the root cause: mismatched PoE switches. They were using older PoE standards that couldn't deliver enough stable power per port. So when the PTZ camera pan, tilt, and zoom, when multiple Wi-Fi 7 clients connect, power demand spikes. Under load, the voltage fluctuates. The network was starving its own devices. So what was the fix? Here we have our 90 watts IEEE 802.3 BT PoE++ switch. This isn't just about high power, it's about stability and headroom. Let me break down why this switch solved everything. First, direct connecting high-power devices. This switch has ports that deliver up to 90 watts each, complying with the latest 802.3 BT standard. That's enough for power-hungry PTZ cameras, high-performance Wi-Fi 7 access point, and even LED lighting, all through a single Ethernet cable. No separate AC lines needed. But here's the clever part. Power negotiation actually matters. 802.3 BT dynamically adjusts power delivery. It prevents overload and underpower at the same time, something passive PoE injectors cannot do. The switch automatically detects each device power class and supply exactly what it needs. Then there's the hidden risk: total power budget. When multiple devices activate simultaneously, like all cameras moving at once, does the switch have enough juice? With total 180 power budget, this one is designed for peak demand, not average. And it's a switch that handles 3 levels of power supply: BT, high power PoE, 4P PoE or UPoE, and legacy BT. That saves cost and time on separate high power terminal deployment. So now let's connect everything together. Here we have our router. We are going to connect it to our network video recorder. We are going to display video footage on our big screen monitor. Then we'll connect our router here to our high power switch. Let's plug it in and let's power it up. Next, we are going to connect 2 devices. First is our Wi-Fi access point. The second one is our bullet camera. Now, our Wi-Fi access point has 2 ports. Make sure you plug it into the PoE port, and it can also be powered by DC 12 volt. Here we go. We can see the indicated light is on. It's receiving both power and data. Then we have our bullet camera. Let's plug it in. And soon we can hear our bullet camera is working. Oh, also, cable choice. It's part of the power system. Cheap or thin cable cause voltage drop over distance. So for stable 90 watts delivery, you need quality Cat 6 or Cat 6A cable. And if your run exceeds 100 meters, you can add an extender, but the power stays stable. Now let's check out our monitor. We need a little bit time to zoom and focus, but now we can see we're getting live video feed and very smooth. Now the outdoor factors. This manufacturing site faces lightning, ground differences, power spikes, so surge protection isn't optional. They have to use two types: an indoor PoE surge protector for devices inside, and an outdoor gigabit PoE surge protector for equipment exposed to the elements. So now let's connect them all. So our indoor type is compact, wall mountable, and it works from -40 degrees up to 85 degrees and gives that extra reliability against transient voltage spikes. We can see it has input and output. We have to flip it because the output port, meaning delivering clean energy out to our devices. So the input port will connect to a long Ethernet cable here. This is 50 meters Ethernet cable, so the spikes would go in the surge protector and then safely ground to the earth. So make sure you ground the surge protector. And this is mountable, so we can mount it on a DIN rail. Just slide it in and lock it. And for the output port, we connect another Ethernet cable and directly to our PoE++ switch. So now our indoor devices are safe and sound. Now let's follow our Ethernet cable to the outdoor. The outdoor surge protector is built with stainless steel and also IP67 rated. It can handle rain, snow, heat, and protect against lightning strikes and electrical spikes while supporting up to 1000 megabits per second for HD video streaming. Now I'm going to take out the neck and the gland. First of all, we have to pull the cable through the gland and the neck. Then use the rubber seal to wrap around it. Push it all the way in and fasten it tightly. Now when you fasten the neck and the gland, make sure you use a wrench, don't just trust your hand. Now in this case, we are going to plug it into the input port because the surge will go in here and deliver clean energy out to the PTZ camera. Let's plug the Ethernet cable in. Fasten it. Now, make sure you ground everything. So for this one, we also need it to be grounded. And then connect the Ethernet cable to the output port. Again, we can slide it into the DIN rail and just lock it. So we can see our PTZ camera is getting the power and data, clean one. So the results: one centralized power system, no electrician needed for changes, no AC outlet, just a single Ethernet cable carrying both data and rock-solid power. The cameras are smooth, the Wi-Fi is blazing fast, the intercom is crystal clear, all because they chose the right PoE switch and protected properly. So don't just think PoE, think about the standard, the power budget, the cable quality, and surge protection. It's the difference between a glitchy network and one that just works, no matter how power hungry your devices are. So if you faced similar power challenges, let us know in the comment section below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more tech deep dives. Thank you very much for joining us, and I'll see you in our next video.